You're not just not liking your body, but you are envying somebody else's body. You know what I mean? Hello girls, welcome to today's episode. You are going to love this session. Alright, I want to share with you about how I had to deal with self-neglect and body envy. Remember that last time we were here, I talked about, the part of my body I didn't like. I talked about what caused it, and I talked about, how I had to go around just accepting my body as a gift. Today, I want us to think about these issues. The issue of body envy, self-neglect, comparison, and negative body dissatisfaction, where you don't like your body at all. And you're wondering, are we talking about our bodies? Yes, we're going to talk our bodies. We're going to talk about our bodies, and we're going to keep talking about it until we start accepting and appreciating our bodies the way we should. So somebody say, you know what, Etima, what is body envy? Have you ever heard that word before? I'll tell you. Calm down. But have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you shared? Have you talked to your friends about this show? Body envy simply refers to feelings of jealousy or discontentment, dissatisfaction, where you dislike and hate that you experience or that you feel regarding your own body when you compare it with others. You're not just not liking your body, but you are envying somebody else's body. You know what I mean? You like her shape, you like her height, you like her look, she's so cute. Oh no, she's just so pretty, like pretty. That is body envying. Body envying is also when you are longing, you are wishing, you are even praying for specific traits or characteristics, not because you slept and you dreamt of that thing, but you saw it with somebody else. You know what I mean. I remember praying for my height. Remember that my height I talked about, right? That 2 inches. I was even watching a program one day. It was a church program, and somebody testified that in the program he grew. Like God did a miracle. It was a creative miracle. However, he was somebody that needed it because he had a physical defect. Something was wrong with his body. And for God to heal him, it had to start with his height. So he said he saw his trousers actually, shorter on his legs, and he knew that God had healed him. And I say, yes, God, I tap. I receive this miracle. Body envy. That's how it starts. You look at your friend and you are busy binding your own and losing it and collecting her own. You know what I mean? That is body envy. You know the problem with this thing? It gives us a negative self-image and makes us feel inadequate and insecure. Thinking about it now, I realized that this was the foundation of my insecurities as a lady, as a woman. Because sometimes if you don't think about it all the way down back there, you won't realize where it's coming from. I was somebody that dealt with self-doubt a lot. I was constantly feeling inadequate with all the anointing upon my life. Look at me now. But I would be feeling like I was not enough. It stemmed from this body envy. It stemmed from this negative self-comparison, which started off from my body, the way I viewed my body. So whether you're comparing or you're creating unrealistic standards, or you're just plain cut dissatisfied with what you have, it's the same thing. all are the same. Now, I want to share with you what you can do, because these are things that I had to deal with myself. Now, what did I do? You want to know? Come closer. Number one, I had to pay extra attention to myself. You look it, you look it, you look it, look at her, look at her, look at her. Can you say, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me? Okay, you're watching me now. Fan yourself, fan yourself. Fan yourself. Like give it to yourself. Like look at yourself like all that. Very important. You need to be aware of you. Not just you know when somebody has washed her face, when she has put on new stuff on her face. You know when she has you know everything about somebody else and not yourself. Start being aware of yourself. Pay attention to you. Start looking at yourself in the mirror. Yes, intently. Look at it. Look at yourself well, like they say in Nigeria. Well, just take some time out, and be more aware of yourself and your features, and just say, okay. The reason why some of us also have this issue is because we wait for people to come and tell us these things. You wait for people to come and tell you you're short. You wait for people to come and tell you your legs are bent. If you look at yourself, if you're aware of yourself, you will know what you have. And so when they come and talk to you and say these things to you, you're not moved. Somebody comes and says, oh, Tetima, you're short. I say, yeah. You say, no, they say it like this. And Tetima, you're too short. And I'm like, you are too tall. Oh, you are too slim. Oh, you are too fat. Oh, your legs are too bow. Oh, your legs are too straight. Oh, you're too dark. You are too fair. Why? Because so I'm not saying no, I'm not short. I am short, I know. That's what self-awareness does to you. When you are body aware, you will not let what people come and say to you worry you or trouble you. Because you already know. And you're okay with it. You might not like it, but well, it's fine now. It's here already. What else can you do? Begin to take care of yourself. That self that you are now aware of, begin to take care of it. I didn't even know that just because of the whole body ending and everything, I was not paying attention to myself. As a young person, I was always very careless about myself. I'm serious. I'll just wake up, not put anything on my body, I'll just go. Whether it's ironed or not, whether it is clean or not, whether it is fashionable and stylish or not, I'll just be going. I'm not paying attention. I'm not taking care of myself. I had a lot of pimples. I didn't care about them. I'm like, after all, the face is not even fine. And so pimples can as well come. Look at my face. Look at my face. Getting smoother and smoother and smoother by the way. Why? I am taking care of it. I make sure I wash my face twice a day. I make sure I don't put excessive makeup, foundation, all those things that cause pimples and spots and stains. Gone. Why? I'm now taking care of myself, taking care of my skin. Do you know that there was a time when we get towards Harmattan? Harmattan is that harsh, dry period and season. My face just scatters. It will peel, it will squeeze, all sorts of things were just happening at the same time. For years, I grew up with it like that. It was not until I started to deal with body satisfaction and started to take care and take note of myself that I knew what the problem was, that I even noticed what the problem was. Before, I just just careless about our own bodies. When I noticed that, this face disfiguration happens around the Harmattan season, I started to ask why. Then I heard that it was because my skin was sensitive. So there I was, always focused on how fair girls are looking fine, and how tall girls are prettier, and how people's straight legs are better, and I was ignoring my skin. Then I asked, what do I need to do? They say, you must always be with a moisturizer and a sunscreen. I'm going to share with you my skin routine one of these days. That was when, my darling girls, my queen daughters, are you here? that was when I started to take note of my face. I don't stand out in the sun unnecessarily. No, I do not. Because it's going to affect my skin. Your skin is an organ. It's part of your body that you should take care of. What's the next thing you need to do? Spend time with yourself. I'm not saying overindulge, like just look at yourself in the mirror, because some people, they idolize their body. Oh, wow. You think that your body, you're worshiping your body. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is just pay attention. Spend time. I started to study more about the kind of skin I have. I have allergies. I'm till date, I'm still trying to check what causes the allergies. But some of you can know, you already know. Yeah, you know that weather can cause your allergies. You know that certain kinds of food can cause your allergies. Look, if you do not spend time with yourself thoughtfully, purposefully, mindfully, you will never know how to care for your bodies. Do you know it is in spending time with myself I discovered the kind of clothes that fit me? Yes. It's that time I used to look at somebody that I think, I perceive is more beautiful than me. I spend it on myself and said, okay, what can I wear to make myself look, really popping? Spend that time with yourself. So I know that I must use shoes. If I'm wearing certain clothes, I must use shoes that are not flat. Do you know that before? The only kind of shoes I wore were flat shoes. And then I was not complaining that I'm not tall. So you're not supposed to wear high heel to make you look tall. But you know that you need some form of enhancing. Your clothes need some form of enhancing. So I have to make sure that, when I'm wearing certain dresses and outfits, because I need to pop and stand in a particular way, I need shoes that are elevated. Now, in using shoes that are elevating, another problem arose. I started using pencil heels that were too high. I was not comfortable. My back would pain me. My waist would pain me. Because I'm trying to look taller. So I had to come back, spend time with myself again. And then realize that, you don't need to be excessive about it. Just look for a pair of shoes that are comfortable. They are not pencil heels, the tiny ones. They are block heels, the full ones. And that's what I started to use. Some of you are already maybe 15, 16, 17, and all your shoes are all high heel. Be careful, girls. You haven't had children yet. I have. But even then, remember that we're all heading towards old age. And as women, the older we become, the weaker our bones, our muscles, and all that. Health issues. I'm going to bring a doctor on the show one of these days so that you girls can hear. You can't be 8 years old and you're wearing a high heel. If your mommy body for you, say, Mommy, no, we spoke about it at the Heart to Heart show, and it's not okay for a girl my age to be wearing high heels. Your knees, how about that? Be careful. So, take it easy, one step at a time. Do what is best for your body. The next thing you need to do is convert envy to inspiration. Yes, convert envy. Instead of envying people, get inspired. Get inspired by how they look, how they dress, how they treat themselves. So I recently started following, a few people that look the way I love. There's one of them, she's a godly woman, she dresses decently, and she's very stylish. So instead of me envying her, I say, because she's fair. She's fair and she's beautiful. She has long face. Come to think about it. Instead of just saying, just look at how pretty she looks. I just go to her page. I see her sharing tips about how godly Christian women like myself can look. And I just get some inspiration. I'm not trying to be like her. I do not want to be like her in any way. I just admire her. And I just get inspired by her looks and the works that she's doing. So when you see your friend looking in this way, look at her and say to yourself, okay, I can pack my hair this nice. I would. That's all. Just get inspired. Don't wallow in envy. Finally, what can you do to end body envy and self-neglect? Begin to affirm yourself. As you affirm yourself, admire yourself. As you admire yourself, appreciate yourself. Appreciate the efforts you're making. I look at myself in the mirror and I go like, you rock, girl. Talk to yourself, celebrate yourself, and just be proud of the young lady that you are becoming. I hope you're going to end self-neglect today. Promise me. Yes, promise. Promise me that you're going to end body envy today. Write in the comments. I promise. I promise I'm going to end body envy. I promise I'm going to appreciate myself, affirm myself, and admire myself. Yes, admire yourself. It's your body. Admire it. Thank you so much. I enjoyed this edition. Are you looking forward to the next one? I am too. But make sure that you share, make sure you comment, make sure you like, and make sure you subscribe. See you at our next episode of Heart to Heart Conversations with Auntie Tima and her girl. Love you. Bye.